It's an interesting story. I met a young woman at a art exhibit, Peter Trionos' exhibit on Avenue Road in the Yorkville area in Toronto. And we were talking about interesting things, and she raised this idea that there were a number of young guys who were just thinking outside the box and wanted to raise funds for Sick Kids Hospital to help the hospital who help so many young people. And she thought it would be interesting for me to meet the group and to hear from them as to why they were planning to spend the time, the energy to convince the hospital, firstly, that this was a good thing to do, and the foundation, and secondly, to convince the general public and those who are participating that this was an exciting, innovative, ingenious, actually, initiative to raise money and to help people to experience the thrill of a lifetime. Because really, this is what this is all about. It's a thrill of a lifetime, and it's an opportunity to help a storied organization who actually help kids. And so I learned about it from her, had a chance to meet Dan and the gang, and learn from them that this was something that they were determined to do. And I thought, wow, creative, innovative, interesting, fundraising, helping children, and helping a storied institution. What could I do to assist? And they brought me along.
So excited. We have about 50 people that are going to be participating in this extreme act. Thrill of a lifetime. And personally myself, I'm not going to lie, I am absolutely terrified of airplanes. I'm terrified of heights. Every time I get on an airplane, I think I'm going to die. My whole life since I was a kid. So literally every time that I would get on the plane, I was like, okay, this was my life. I had a good life. I appreciated it. And this is, and you know, and then if that's what happens, that's what happens, you know. But, you know, this time I'm getting on this plane with the faith that we're doing this for a great cause. We're going to inspire people all around the world, and we're going to set off a chain reaction of events that are going to inspire all around.
I think you should be scared. I mean, you are jumping from a plane, and there's absolutely nothing natural about that, okay? So if you weren't scared, I would be worried. So it's 100% natural, and like put it this way, like every jump I go on, like I don't want to say that I'm scared in the sense that I'm scared I'm gonna die, but there's this nervous energy or this anxiety about it. Like the door opens, it's loud, it's windy, it's cold. There's all this stuff going on, all this sensory input all at once, and it's very overwhelming. And then you're like, oh man, there's this door.
I'm not scared at all. I have this sense that when I'm up there in the sky, it'll just feel like freedom that you've never felt before. One of the most incredible things that my brother taught me is that even on your hardest days, you could still find those incredible moments of just joy. I remember seeing my brother in the hospital, and the first thing he would say in the morning was, I'm so lucky to be here today, so lucky to be alive today. And it like strikes you, because not everyone wakes up and has that same sort of feeling about life, that they're just lucky to live it. My brother passed on New Year's Eve this year, and the first significant dream that I had about him after his passing was this dream where he was taking me through the sky and teaching me how to fly and just feel a sense of true liberation and feel a sense of true freedom. And he was teaching me how to fly and saying, you know, Jillian, this is your time. This is your time to fly. And I remember waking up from that dream feeling like I have to find a way to get into the sky and to just experience that feeling of flying. And a few days later, Daniel reached out to me and said he was putting together this skydiving event.
My name is Ewa Szaniawska, and I'm also known as Mama Steep. That's Daniel's name for me. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm so happy that finally this moment has arrived. He's full of energy, he's ready, afraid, but you know, it's important to participate in such events because it's very, very important for all the kids, wherever they are, to overcome what they fear.
We started on the ground in 2019 with Skate for Sick Kids. Now we have liftoff. We're taking it to the skies. 777 OV is proud to present Jump for Sick Kids.
It's the first of its kind in Canada, and you know, the first of its kind that us organizers are doing. And you know, I've been fundraising for Sick Kids since 2014, a couple of years after I got out of the hospital, just to give back to the hospital that saved my life, to help me do what I love. So wanted to continue doing fundraising events to help others do what they love.
I'm Michael Thompson, Deputy Mayor for the City of Toronto, and I'm interested and involved with this particular project because I think it's extremely exciting. We've been through 2 years of lockdown, the pandemic, people been afraid, and we've learned through the pandemic that life is so precious, and it is really important for us to be on the edge of experiences, just being able to feel the essence of living. This particular project offers that opportunity to all those who are involved. And so the opportunity to create excitement, to create fun, is presented with respect to this innovative and ingenious way to raise funds for our most precious young people, children, with a world-renowned institution, Sick Kids Hospital.
Some people do it for the adrenaline. Some people do it for the bucket list experience. Some people do it to get closer to lost loved ones. Some people also do it for a higher perspective on life. It really is one of the boldest fundraising experiences in the world. The idea with Jump for Sick Kids is to use an extreme sport like skydiving to emulate the courage and bravery that sick children use to overcome their challenges. Sick Kids Hospital treated my sister with neuroblastoma cancer and Kawasaki syndrome. I'm proud to say that she is living well, and she just got engaged. Now, our family has been a supporter ever since, through glass art, paintings, monthly donations. It's time for our team to step up in a big way.
I met Daniel in Kensington Market. I was just going for a walk and I wanted to get my brother some blueberry pie. at Wanda's Pie in the Sky. And when I was walking through, I saw that there's this person who was so vibrant and so full of life, and he was selling these incredible pieces of art and raising funds for sick kids. And when I saw that, I went up to him right away and I started sharing the story of my brother and how my brother was currently in the hospital. He had just received his first double lung transplant, and I was just so inspired to see someone out in the world and really making an effort to support sick kids.
Health is such an important thing for everyone. Without our health, we actually have nothing. Young people who have a future to look forward to, we all celebrate that. Young people who are challenged because of health issues need to know that money will be no object in terms of helping to make their lives better and to make them healthy. And so when you have an institution like Sick Kids and other institutions who are providing health care, and we know the difficulties and the challenges associated with the healthcare sector, every dollar, every penny counts. And so whatever we can do to assist and raise funds for sick kids, to help young people, we must do. So it's extremely important for the assets that are needed.
I was diagnosed with scoliosis at 11 years old, and I've been an active kid growing up, and then that kind of shocked me a little bit. And just going through that whole process, was diagnosed at just a doctor's checkup visit, and he noticed something was off with my back. So he checked my back, there was a definite curve in my spine. We got an x-ray, sent over to Sick Kids, they took care of me. But when I was 16, that's when it grew to a severe point of 80-degree curve, which literally looked like an S. So at the main curve, it was 80 degrees, which was almost 90 degrees at the main curve. And that's where doctors are like, yep, surgery is needed. And it took 6 months to recover. And so with that, I was in the hospital for a week. It was the most grueling time, most painful time of my life. And after that, I kind of, realized that it changed me. It changed me in a way, for sure, that I can never go back.
I was also a patient of the Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto, and at the age of 2, I was diagnosed with a really rare intestinal disease called Hirschsprung's disease, only found in 1 in every 3 million adults.
I noticed that something is not right with him, and the doctors, I was taking him to 7 hospitals nearby in Mississauga, however, they couldn't diagnose him. They were misdiagnosing him actually for stomach flu, and it wasn't a stomach flu, and I knew it. And finally, when he was really in a very bad shape, where his hands were just kind of falling down with purple nails and very upset stomach, and it was just very, very difficult. I took him to Sick Children's Hospital, and this was the place. When I took him on Friday at 6 p.m., they diagnosed him at 3 a.m. on Saturday. That was pretty fast, and I remember word for word what they were saying to me. They asked me to sit down because I knew that it wouldn't be easy. And I sat down and the word started, your son has a Hirschsprung's disease. We'll have to do 3 surgeries. And I said, oh my gosh, we'll have to do colostomy bag. I wasn't ready for all of this.
After this experience, I was steeped in the life of misery and pain. I had my stomach open from here to here, both sides, and to express my pain, I guess I picked up some crayons and I started doodling with the crayons. This went on for years of me going back into the hospital for checkups and whatnot. By the time I was 7, I was really into painting, drawing, all that stuff, and I remember starting painting these figurines. They were called Warhammer, and essentially you would create your own army. You would have medics, you would have army, and you would have soldiers, and you would create your whole army and your whole world of these different characters that you would take into the world, and you would, trade them, collect them, but the idea was that you were building an army. And I feel that What I see here today is that we've built an army of different people that are overcoming in different ways, through different experiences, and we're all adding our own talent, our own spiritual integrity to this mission of overcoming and inspiring the children of tomorrow. And that's what it comes back to. Always for me, I was always about, when I left the hospital, I knew that I wanted to inspire people. I wanted to lift their spirit.
I haven't ever been a patient of Sick Kids Hospital, but I have been through a lot of stuff in my life, and I've suffered a lot for, over 11 years. And I know what it's like to be in a dark place where you have no hope, where you don't know what's next, you don't know if you're gonna make it, and you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And, of course, when you're in that dark place and you're in that tunnel, it's really hard to see the light, even though it's there. It's always there. But you just can't always see it. And so to do something so courageous and monumental as jumping from a perfectly good airplane, I think is a great way to showcase to these children, and not only to these children, but also to ourselves and to the people jumping, that we can overcome our fears, we can overcome our adversities, and it doesn't matter what we're going through, it doesn't matter how much adversity we face, we can always overcome it. And I truly believe that you can overcome absolutely anything if you set your mind to it, and if you truly believe that you can.
This is one of the main reasons why I was so passionate about this project. And when I first learned about skydiving, when I seen skydiving for the first time, I seen the people landing, I seen the people getting ready, and I seen the same fear that these children have to face on a daily basis at the hospital. When the kids have, when they're going into the hospital, they have no choice. They have to, it's either they go into their surgery or they die. And so with this, it's pretty much the same thing. Well, it's a bit different, but for us as people who are going up in a plane who've never done it before, it's very scary. And so it's similar to emulating that bravery. The bravery is what we're emulating. And we're showing these children that, we're also strong support systems for them. And people like us were once like them, and they're seeing us do this crazy, unbelievable act, jumping out of the sky, 12,000 feet. For a child, that's inspiring. And it's almost like a superhero for, whether it's me or someone else doing it, whether it's their mother doing it, their father doing it, their sister, whoever's doing it, the kids are looking up to those people. And, that's what we're doing. We're emulating that bravery all together as a team.
This is a pinnacle moment. We've been waiting months for this. We've been working so hard.
Does anybody got any duct tape?
I'm terrified, but I'm also really excited because I know that I'm gonna land and it's gonna be the most exhilarating moment of my life. I'm chanting my affirmations. I'm brave, I am bold, I'm courageous, I am a superwoman, I'm a bird in the sky and a butterfly. And the scariest things are one step out of your comfort zone. You might not know the answers, you might not know if it's gonna work out or not, but you gotta believe that it will, because it always will when you believe. So I'm ready to be a bird in the sky, fly high.
I'm excited, scared, a lot of feelings, but I'm ready to do this. So yeah, let's go.
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm flying with the angel.
Nervous, so nervous. I have to go skydiving for the first time. How do you feel? Scared, but it's for a good cause, so for the children. To me, it's all about bravery.
Yeah, I like that it's like what they were talking about, how the sick kids, they have to go through so much fear. So it's like
we can go skydiving. That's nothing. Yeah, we can go skydiving.
Yeah.
So that really helped.
1, to live life to the fullest. 2, it's always about doing something that's bigger than me. And this is about bringing more awareness and raising funds for Sick Kids Hospital and making an impact, making a difference in life, using your energy.
I'm feeling excited. I gotta be the first one out the plane today, so I can't be scared. I gotta just do it. I gotta do it. Faith is an action word. And I gotta put some legs and some arms on that faith, and I gotta move out. This is Scotty. This is the guy who actually inspired us to create this event.
Hi.
Scotty, feeling good?
2 years ago, or 3 years ago, he tattooed the logo of our company on his skin. And he said, I'm gonna tattoo this, and I'm gonna go for a meditation for a week. He stayed for an entire year, and then he came back and he said, I want to start jumping off of things. We got him re-licensed to start skydiving again, and that day, I seen him skydive with a bunch of other people, and I said, welcome to Jump for Sick Kids, and welcome to being a co-founder.
This project is, I understand, the brainchild of Daniel and a number of others and so on. I had the opportunity to sit with Daniel to try to learn from him as to what his motivation was in terms of, deciding that he wanted to raise money for sick kids first and foremost, and secondly, why. And I learned from him that as a child, he himself was a patient at Sick Kids, and that intrigued me, and I wanted to ask him about his life. He told me that he's an artist, and he had left Canada to go to the US and to work and to develop his trade and so on, and has done well there, and decided that he would actually come back to Canada to obviously continue his art and to develop the community further here in Toronto. And I was quite impressed with that because, a lot of people tend to leave and not come back. There are those who are now recognizing the benefit of gaining experiences elsewhere and then coming home. And I think Daniel exemplifies that group of people who I think express a desire to want to contribute to make their community and their city a better place. And I think that really speaks to him being, I believe, a great Canadian, wanting to take what he has learned globally and bring home, and then looking at challenges and opportunities in terms of how to affect the challenges.
I got involved through meeting Daniel Sidorowicz. He was selling his artwork in Kensington Market, and he was raising money for Overcoming Arts Initiative for Children. At the time when I met him, I was fundraising for other charities, doing door-to-door fundraising and on-street canvassing. And I saw what he was doing and I got inspired and I wanted to get involved. And to show my dedication to my belief in what Daniel was doing and my level of support, I told him that I was going to get his company's logo tattooed on my wrist, which I did do. So I got the logo tattooed on my wrist. This was, I think, a year after I had met Daniel. And once I got that tattooed on my wrist, I ended up going away to live in a Buddhist monastery for a year. And then I came back to Toronto and I reconnected with Daniel. But prior to meeting Daniel, I was living in Sarnia, and I had met a girl in a metaphysical store, this older woman, and she had told me that when I start seeing the number 777, my life is going to change in a very big way. And so I ended up moving to Toronto, living with my brother, and this was again before I met Daniel, and I was seeing 777 all over Toronto, and I was seeing 777 overcoming and 777 is coming all over the city. And this went on for months. And so obviously I'm thinking this is a significant sign that I shouldn't ignore because of what this lady had told me. And so when I finally had met Daniel in Kensington Market, I found out that he was the person behind this number.
After coming back to Canada, I wanted to create something with impact. On April 21st, 2016, Prince died, and I decided to create 7 paintings inspired by his life and legacy. I was born on the same day as Prince, June 7th, and 2017 was coming up. So I was inspired by those 3 synchronicities of 777, and I decided to call this project 777. I didn't know what that meant at the time, but as I started studying the number and the numerology, I learned that it was an angel number. And I knew that, and I learned that this number had all this power that I never heard about. And I was intrigued by this. So I started writing 777 everywhere. And then because my idea was that if I write 777 everywhere and people know what 777 is, they're gonna follow something and they're gonna lead to something, just like Scotty's story, because that's what it was all about. I wanted to share the 777 after I found out what it was. I believed in that. I put that energy out there and people gravitated around it. And now we got the stickers on planes. We're going to be in the sky in a few days. We're raising $40,000 for the Sick Kids Hospital. We're inspiring children around the world. And it started with a little 777 on a wall. So the point of all this is really that it's about inspiring people. That's what being alive is about.
So that was one of the main reasons why I was so driven and passionate towards what he was doing, and I saw what he was doing is because of what this lady had told me so many years ago. at the time he was doing, he started this new like fashion line for his bags, like Caution Couture, and basically these bags have caution tape on them. And so I had this idea that, you know, to shoot a promotional video for his bags, and I thought, okay, well, I'll wrap myself in caution tape and I'll, you know, jump off a bridge and we'll shoot an ad. After that, we had, you know, some days passed or whatever, and he had this idea to go skydiving with his bags. And me being a skydiver, been skydiving since I was 18 years old, he thought this would be a good idea. It had been about 3 or 4 years since I've been skydiving, so I needed to get current in the sport again. So we came to Skydive Ontario, which is where we're at now, and did some training and did my first jump back, my first recurrency skydive.
He landed in this plane and I had a trophy waiting for him, and I told him, when he crossed the line over here, I ran to him and I gave him the trophy and I said, "Welcome to Jump for Sick Kids."
After we went skydiving for the first time, myself with Scotty back at it, September of 2020, we went to Sick Kids, and with this idea, we pitched it to them. And then it actually took a year and a half after that moment to get approved. So we talked with Sick Kids in September, I think November of 2020, got approved at the end of April in 2022. So that was a wild ride, and then we wanted to get this up as soon as possible. We knew it was a great initiative, and it will really create a movement for social responsibility in Canada.
My main goal with 777 Overcoming was always to sell art, aiming to save lives, connect communities, and inspire the future. That was how we started off. And obviously it grew into different ideas, but what we always did was every year we always wanted to do something that was really special and unique, that was about inspiring children to overcome through arts, film, or athletics. And this year we kind of combined all of them with arts, film, athletics, extreme sports, if you will, and we combined it in support of this greater cause and giving people the opportunity to emulate the same kind of bravery that the children show us on a daily basis at the hospital.
I will be jumping on the ground this time, unfortunately. I said, you know, jump from the air or jump on the ground, whichever you set your mind. I wish everybody a safe landing and beautiful feelings, emotions, and overcoming for both participants, supporters, and every kid that has to fear and overcome their biggest fear, whatever it is. Good luck, everybody, and beautiful, beautiful days to come.
I'm standing and I'm floating on a raindrop, holding down and riding on a rainbow, shining on my light until the pain stop. Say, oh, I'm standing and I'm floating on a raindrop, holding down and riding on a rainbow, shining on my light until the pain stop. Say, oh. the pain stop. Say, oh, I'm standing and I'm floating on a.
All the children that have no choice but to go into surgery. We had a choice to do this, and we did this to inspire them. This is for all the children at the hospital watching us be brave on a daily basis for all the other children that are coming after you. We are in front of you, and we are doing this for you to give you the inspiration that you need to keep on moving forward. Thank you. Woo! Woo!
Wow, man. Fuck yes. Our commitment is for them. If we can do this, they can do anything.
That's one guy. On now, okay? Let's go skydive!
I'm standing and I'm floating on a raindrop, holding down and riding on a rainbow, shining all my light until the pain stop. Say, oh, I'm standing and I'm floating on a raindrop, holding down and riding on a rainbow, shining all my light until the pain stop. Say, oh.
I know, right? Here, let me loosen up the leg stuff. Woo! Awesome. Boom! Pink one here, guys.
Bro.
Pink.
Oh, God.
Something like that.
Let's go!
Oh my gosh! Wow, holy shit. I'm not special for doing this. I had scoliosis growing up. I was a SickKids patient. Now we're doing it with other SickKids patients too. Oh my God, thank you so much, man.
Great jumping with you.
Second time certificate. And yeah, I mean, you know, what did it feel like? It felt just like a rush. One, in the plane, you're going up with your buddies, so much camaraderie. We're all helping each other up the whole way, holding each other's hands, making sure everyone is good, everyone is feeling good.
Door opens and the wind's blowing. You get the anticipation, you see one friend fall out, the next. And then there's a moment where you're on the edge, it's about to happen. And then you go and all your human instinct is like, what's happening?
I had to fight my fears. I had to fight everything that was telling me no and just jump out the plane, and we did it. And my first thought was, when I looked at Scotty and I seen him flying and I realized I'm actually out of the plane now, my first thought was, I was trying to yell to him because my chains were flying off. My chains were flying all off. My ring was like slipping off. And it's flying off, and I'm holding onto my chain. I'm holding onto my ring like this. And I'm telling Scotty, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
And then you level out, and then it's pretty intense. I mean, it's nothing like you can experience without doing it.
And even seeing them when I was skydiving, I could see each person's parachute in the sky. I was like, that's Daniel over there, that's Calder over there. And yeah, I mean, you know, it's been a long time in the making for us to do this with so many people around us, with all the shirts that people are wearing too. And you know, we do this for our dreams, but we do it for more than just our dreams. We do it for the dreams of others and to help build those up at the same time. We can build ourselves up, our own dreams, and help bring others' dreams up at the same time. So that's exactly what we're doing here, and for the sick children to come too.
It was a safe, nice, it was a lot safer than I thought. It felt really calm. There was nothing stressful about it, about actually going up. I totally recommend skydiving to anyone who's who's thought about it, who has been thinking about it. Definitely empowering experience, and thank you to everyone who's participated in Jump for Sick Kids this year. Looking forward to see you next year, and the next project is for 777, is to go into space. So Richard Branson, you're on my mind. This is not a joke. Everyone thought this was a joke first, but it's not. We made it, all right? So thank you, and Richard, I'm looking forward to meet you.
What's going on, brother? We're about to jump, man. Today we're jumping for sick kids. We're raising some money. I've known Steve for years, and he's a visionary, and he inspires me to go bigger and to do things that make me uncomfortable. So here I am, and you know, true to that, I'm doing something that, man, it scares me. So here we are.
Jump for Sick Kids!
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay, give me a big thumbs up.
Woohoo!
Fun. Excited?
My heart is amazing! My heart is pumping right now, but you know what?
First time,
We got this.
This guy was not going to jump this morning.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was actually not.
I'll see you guys when we get down. Thank you so much for participating. Have fun, all right? Enjoy your trip.
Let's go, Shannon.
Let's go, baby. Yes. Woo! Yes. Have a great trip. Have a great trip, man.
Go! Let's go!
Go! Let's go, You do it, Mom. You have a great trip. Fun! Have fun, man. Have fun, brother. Woo! Let's go.
Oh, look, there's a cameraman filming me doing.
Where's the camera here, Amity?
Have a great trip. I'll see you guys soon. Awesome. Congratulations. Have a great trip. Have a great trip, man. Have a great trip again. Have another great trip.
Let's dance.
Learning how to play with my name. I'm on.
Let's dance.
Learning how to play. Dance. What's your name?
I'm standing and I'm floating on a raindrop, holding down and riding on a rainbow, shining all my light until the pain stop. Say, ooh, I'm standing and I'm floating on a raindrop, holding down and riding on a rainbow, shining all my light until the pain stop. Say, ooh.
This is
shining all my light into the pain stop. Say, ooh, I'm standing and I'm floating on a raindrop, holding and I'm riding on a rainbow, shining all my light into the pain stop. Say, ooh. I'm standing and I'm floating on a raindrop, holding and riding on a rainbow, shining all my light into the pain stop. Say, ooh, I'm standing and I'm floating on a raindrop, holding and riding on a rainbow, shining all my light into the pain stop. Say, ooh.
Jump for six kids! Daniel, you are the best! My son is the bravest guy on earth.
And he gets that from his mother.
Thank you. Thank you,
right.
Angus. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
Isn't that nice? Look out there. Beautiful.
Woo!
All right.
Woo!
A little bit of turning.
Woo! Wow! This is huge!
Mama!
Lift your legs.
Awesome! Yes! It was freaking amazing!
Freaking and amazing.
Amazing! I want it again!
We do it again? Amazing.
Yes, it was freaking amazing. Angus is the best. I was lucky. He told me a lot about it. I love the view. I love jumping from the kids. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Oh my God. Congrats, Mom. Good job. Good job.
shining all my light into the pain stop. Say,
I'm good. My ears are going popped. You went with earplugs.
It was her 60th birthday 2 weeks ago.
This was not on my bucket list, but I've done it. I don't have to do it again. But this is Jump for Sick Kids, Hospital for Sick Children. Trent, my son, was a sick kids patient. Scoliosis suffering. He survived that. He survived now 2 tandem jumps. I could survive this.
And at 60, she's an inspiration for me now.
How was it?
Oh my god, it was amazing. I want to do it again.
How was it?
Free the revolution.
Oh my god, that was crazy.
How do you feel?
Oh my
How do you
God.
feel? How do you feel? How was it?
It was really fun, not as scary as I thought it would be.
Should we do it again? How was it?
That was the craziest thing I ever done. Oh my god, it didn't even feel real. Wow.
Will you do it again?
Oh my gosh. That was the most exhilarating experience of my entire life. Literally, I was so scared of planes. But the view was amazing. Everything, I'm so glad I did it. So glad. Yeah, if you think you shouldn't go skydiving, you're scared, you should definitely do it. Because I was terrified, and that was like the best experience ever.
You don't even process jumping.
Congratulations! Woo! Yeah!
You gotta do it. It is heaven up there.
There goes your daughter, just landing right.
Woo! Hey, that's I just jumped up you too. Woo! Awesome, bro. Oh my god, that was so cool. Beautiful. Woo! Set up. Right in front of camera. Booyah! Woo! Ah, dude.
That was amazing.
Oh, dude.
That was such a rush.
Life is beautiful. That was so amazing, man. So amazing.
Never appreciated flat Earth so much.
That's your boy! Up there is so scary, but once you jump, you literally feel like nothing. You gotta try it. The cameraman gotta try it, bro. You gotta fucking try it. It's amazing, man. You enjoyed it? I did actually, bro. Fuck. Bro, it was... Bro, thanks a lot, bro. It was
Come
so
here, buddy.
good, bro.
Fell
Holy.
from the sky so high with this guy, man.
Wow. All I can say is just wow, bro. Something I've never felt in my entire life. It's just like, I don't feel like my body right now, bro. It's like, it's scary at first, like the first, like I would say 10 seconds, and after all, like it's literally like you're just alive, man.
Delivering the gift of life, bro.
Yeah, like
That's it,
I'm shaking right now, bro.
Yes!
How was it?
Yeah! It was so fucking cool. There's nothing on earth. It was so good.
Awesome.
It was the greatest moment of my life. Woo! Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you you're very welcome. Congratulations! Woo! Congratulations.
It's like actually the best thing ever. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
What
The brother dove. Look the. You did it! You did it! Hell yeah! You did it, brother. How do you feel? How do you feel? Let's hear it.
I feel alive. I feel alive.
Woo! Would you do it again?
100%.
People watching never jumped out of an airplane.
Don't let him taunt you anyway.
Yeah,
Okay?
well,
If he does, you let me know.
Go,
Jumped out of a plane. There we go. You did awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome stuff. And you can stand on up there.
What do you think of that, Daniel?
Oh, nothing like it, man.
Man, you fell from the best thing ever, right? You fell from the sky so high with this guy, Skydive Ontario. Can you do this again sometime?
Definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes!
777! Ah, Prince! We got this, we did it! Woo!
Yeah. Show me the sleeve. Show me the sleeve. Show me the sleeve.
777! Right here, right here, right here. This is us, right here. Right here, that's us, that's what we do. We make dreams happen. We inspire the human spirit. We take it to the next level. We open up people's hearts. Ah! Ah!
We just did that! Okay.
Welcome back, welcome
Did I hold
back.
it? It was amazing.
It was like, I was free like a bird.
Yeah,
it was so freeing.
Yeah, 2 seconds of fear, but then
when you land,
into
you're
it.
over, like your senses are just overload. Like you feel so good.
Yeah, your problems seem so small. Yeah, for sure.
You have to do it again?
For sure, I would love to do it again.
I would do it again. Yeah, I would do it again.
You know, I don't know, man.
We have a jumper with it.
Honestly, how was it? It's amazing. When you're in the sky, it's amazing. And only once we were getting close to ground, I felt a little like.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, wait, what did I just do? I just jumped out of a plane.
I know, right? Woo!
And it was so freeing. It was so good. It was, honestly, it didn't even feel like I was jumping out of a plane. I was like, closer to ground, I was like, wait, I jumped out of a plane for sure. And I can see the ground now, and I'm, wow.
What a feeling, eh? Holy crap, Scott. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. Holy shit, dude. Wow. That's what it's all about, eh?
What do you think, Mike? Tell me.
Oh, I can't even put it to words. That was seriously heaven and falling from it. Thank you so much for, you know, getting me to do this experience, and unbelievable, Scotty. Oh man.
Yeah, buddy.
I wouldn't want anything else in the world, man. It's so cool, dude, honestly.
Gee, you're right. You're right. I was an experience in a million.
What was your first thought when you jumped out?
Oh man, my heart. I was like, whoa, everything's happening so fast, and then a couple of seconds in the free fall, you just feel
peace, right?
Were you the first one or last one?
second.
Okay.
Because I wanted to see the other guy, but
that was scary.
That didn't even work because I couldn't see him. But man,
Michael! This guy drove all the way from Thunder Bay, 18-hour drive to come here with his wonderful family.
To skydive and just be at this event and honestly support just this energy. It's super fun. We had such a good time. Really hits home.
Amazing!
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you! Thank you so much!
You liked it?
Epic!
How was it?
That was the best moment of my life. That was amazing. I'm so happy. Everything about it was so beautiful.
I'm standing and I'm floating on a raindrop, holding on and riding on a rainbow, shining all my light until the pain stop. Say ooh, I'm standing and I'm floating on a raindrop, holding on and riding on a rainbow, shining all my light until the pain stop. Say ooh.
Oh my gosh, I can't even believe how beautiful it was, like, to be in the sky. And it brought me right back to that dream I had whenever my brother had passed away. The first vivid dream I had was of my brother taking me up in an airplane and showing me how to fly on our own, like just with the sky and just the wind. And it feels incredible to see that sort of dream actually happen. It's been 8 months since he passed away, and I've really devoted the past 8 months to honoring him and his memory. 6 days before he passed away, I asked him, is there anything else that you want to do with your life? Because he knew that his time was coming. He knew his last day was coming. And he said that I've done everything I wanted to do. And I think that's the way that we need to live our lives, is by doing everything that we want to do. You know, write that bucket list, have a life mission, have a vision for yourself, and make it happen and make it come true.